I'm Jack Turner, and I'm a retired entrepreneur, and we're in Mexico on a 2-day conference on sharing ideas on leadership principles and being successful in the marketplace. And there's one thing that has caused me to really pay close attention to, and that is because of changing conditions in the economy and the marketplace. And in our pursuit of being successful in retail, we would try things that would come on the scene, and they would be of somewhat faddish quality, issues, and we would jump in with all powers and pursue this particular new area of merchandising. And then after a little while, guess what? It bombed out. And now then, with a desperate need to move forward, we had to be willing to suffer some loss to make a change and move forward. And the more we made the experiences of change, the more we found the issues that really work. And as we begin to explore this change after that change, first thing you know, we're adding one benefit from a change to another change with benefits, to another change with benefits, until all of a sudden our success has really increased. And because of that, I sometimes feel like that a failure to move forward, the old is good enough. I am sorry, folks, that is not the answer. And with the willingness to make a change, I think that you will eventually become quite successful, to the extent then that you are educating others to pursue the same area perhaps that you've experienced. Be willing to move forward no matter what others are saying and doing. And then with a creative idea, then you're going to automatically see that the benefits of another change is automatically when you put it into place. So my word to you is, I want you to know, if you're going to be successful as an entrepreneur, you must be willing to make a change. Change is essential in this changing business world and economy, and with necessary changes, guess what then? All of a sudden, you rule out the things that are causing defeat and so forth. So go forward, folks. I want to encourage you that a change many times is a secret to your success in being willing to move with changing times. I'd like to discuss with you in the area of change. We in our little community's Ben Franklin store, I would attend all the markets all over the United States, which was namely 2 a year, showing us new areas of business and new ideas that we could pursue. And a change that was absolutely revolutionary was the fact that I went to this particular display, and the company presented me, if you will buy all of our equipment, that's the fudge making machine, the display cases, the scales, and all the tools necessary, we will give you enough product that when you sell it, it will pay for all of your expenses in buying the equipment. When that came in, I tell you, it was unbelievable what happened. We had some very sharp staff people, and I told them to take pinches of fudge and put it on a doily and walk around to the nearby businesses. Look, we have fudge now. And I told them to be sure and only put a little bit of fudge, like the end of your finger, and that would get their saliva glands going, and then if you gave them a big piece, then that would satisfy their need. And before they got back to the store, we had people lined up buying fudge. And I don't know whether I should tell you this or not, but the fudge percentage of profit is unbelievably good and big. Well, if that worked, then why don't we make some change? And I begin to change the atmosphere of the front of the business, and the first thing you know, we're selling popcorn, we're selling soft drinks, we're selling, we have freezers. I mean, it's unbelievable, and the people just fogged in to this area of change. And I want to tell you, folks, that being open and seeking out new ideas, and when you put them into place, it's automatically going to create a response. And as we continue to go now, I would like to say this, that whoever heard of a dime store being a Singer sewing machine source? I got an idea. If I could just put in, I put in several $1,000s worth of sewing machines, cabinets and all fancy stuff. Now this is back in the 80s and 90s when sewing was more popular than it is today. Now mind you, I didn't know how to thread a machine, and I didn't want to know, because I always hire people who can do something better than I do. And guess what? We became having a smashing success in selling those sewing machines at a very hefty price, at a very good profit. And I am so excited because, oh, there's one other sad thing. To be always improving your showing in your community, guess what? Your equipment becomes obsolete. And here we'd spent thousands and thousands of dollars equipping our business with fancy shelves and fancy displays and so forth, and then something would come out that would be different and better, and it was so hard to throw away perfectly good equipment, even though it had already depreciated out, to put in the new displays. And guess what? We're taking a bold step and being willing to pitch all that good but out-of-date equipment and replacing it with a new developments in display equipment. Guess what? All of a sudden we now have a new store. It's starting all over again with a completely different presentation. And now all of a sudden, as time goes on and my age is going on and so forth, and I decided I think I may want to make a change. And eventually the change that was probably one of the most dramatic changes that I had made in my business career was I needed to sell the business. Well, I was successful in selling the business, and that let me then pursue new areas of activity which I had not previously had the time and the emotion to do. And because of that, the first thing you know, then that we own a number of rental properties in our town. I become the leading landlord in our community. I get the first calls that come into town, because when I acquire a piece of property, I have to change the whole the presentation of it. That means an overhaul of the curb appeal and the changes in the property. And so, but you might say it doesn't need the changes, it's still good. That is not the idea. You must make a presentation, and with that requires change at every turn of the cycle. Now then, the next thing is that allowed me to pursue other areas where I could then go forth and share more of my business success principles with people, and that's what we're doing here in Mexico, doing this 2-day conference on a marketplace teachings for people in desiring to become entrepreneurs. And that brings great joy and satisfaction to my heart to be able to tell people, I don't care who you are or what you're doing, you must be willing to change in order to be of the maximum success. Folks, I am successful. I want you to be successful. If you will listen to these principles I'm sharing with you, I guarantee you, you will be successful, and I send you forth with a desire to see you also be a winner.